So, patch 15 has just released, and this is the final patch until the full game is released February 22nd of next year. And not as big as patch 14, but there are some things to go over. I haven't tested every single thing out, but here are some of the major things. First up, we have a new cannibal type. This is Elise. She has claws attached to her hands, gives you the slice across the neck. She's gonna attack you. She's like the Wolverine of the island. Next, we have a new priest outfit, and this is located up in the mountains. This is in the snow region, the frozen lake that is always frozen, and it's in this little cabin. You'll find a skeleton with a little liquor bottle in his hand, and at his feet is the priest outfit. And for the priest suit, Kelvin can wear one. You can wear one, but poor Virginia, she can't wear one. I guess they'll have to add maybe a nun suit outfit for Virginia whenever the game releases in February. Next, we have the leg lamp, which is a findable blueprint. This is south of the Cave F system, opposite of the river. If you follow the river up from the coast, you'll run into this partial cabin, and it has a boarded up floor that you can smash through. And this is another little area, kind of similar to what they added in patch 14. I'll light this up in a minute, but over here on this table is the blueprint, and I'll show you what it looks like. And here's what the leg lamp looks like. As you can see, it spins around, so that's pretty cool. And it does require a solar panel with battery and a wire hookup, and you can turn it on and off, and it puts out a pretty good amount of light. So yeah, pretty cool. Just in time for Christmas, you know. Got your Christmas story lamp, decorate your cabin, looking good. Okay, so now I've went down and lit this area down here with some torches so you can see better. Already got the blueprint, but you can see there's actually a lot of supplies down here. You can put a bed down here, and you can place logs so you can build. And also there's some bones. There's some batteries over here, and some ammo over here. But anyways, this may be, and some canned food items. But this may be a better place than that the Cave G system. I posted a video last week on a secret spot to build at. I'll have to do some more testing here, but this room actually is a little bit more spacious. It's not separated out. It's one big room. So anyways, just wanted to show you this with it being lit up by the torches. Now for old Kelvin. Now he's got 3 new things he can do. He can repair structures, he can sharpen defensive walls, or he can just maintain your base. So I've got some defensive walls that need sharpening. So if you go to build, sharpen wall, then he will save you a lot of time. Because I remember having to do this back in the day when I had a lot of wooden bases. So there you go. You got that option. Now he can repair bases. So if your base needed repair, you could go under build. Mine's in good order, so nothing needs to be repaired. But you can just put him on maintain base, which is underneath build, and he'll cycle between several different activities. If your base needs repairing, he'll work on that. If you've got defensive walls, he'll sharpen those. If you have structures that are in progress, he'll build those. If you have holders like rock, stone, stick, he'll fill those up. I don't have any holders around here. So you can put him on maintain base, and he'll just kind of cycle through everything. And as far as repairing, I have tested this out. If this door gets knocked off, he can't repair that, or if a log gets completely knocked out of the wall, he can't repair that. He can basically just tap in damaged walls or structures. So like if you have your repair hammer, your repair tool, and you know how you can tap like that to tap your logs or walls back into place, that's what Kelvin can do. He can't actually replace a door itself. Okay, for the new buildables, we have 3 things we can build. We have a firewood storage, which holds 12 pieces of firewood, and we have a weapon rack, which holds 4 weapons, so make sure you put it somewhere where it's not against the wall, like that one. And then you have a weapon rack that mounts to the wall that holds 1 weapon, and these are found in your survival. The firewood storage requires 20 sticks. And the weapon racks, let's see, the weapon rack that goes on the floor, 9 sticks, 1 log, and the wall weapon rack is 5 sticks, 1 log. Another thing N-Night added was this new visual style. So if you go to options, graphics, down at the bottom, I had my style on default, but they've added this found footage. If you apply that, that's what it looks like. So pretty interesting. And let me make it nighttime real quick so you can see that. And there's nighttime. You got a little bit of light, but I don't know. Don't know if I'll be using this a whole lot, but pretty interesting. Also, your birdhouses, your torches, animal trophies, weapon racks can be placed, attached directly to trees. So that's a new thing. And the torches, that actually may come in fairly handy navigating your way around the island. Now, here's one thing that is kind of annoying. I didn't know, well, I noticed this, but it wasn't until I read over the patch notes that I pieced it all together. So the slopes now, some of the steeper slopes, like I'm trying to walk up this, I'm actually jumping right now. You can see I'm having a lot of difficulty moving. So these steeper slopes of the mountains, you cannot get up now. I guess you could maybe spam jump, but I'm not going to do that. But if I stop moving forward and jumping, you'll see that I just naturally slide down. And now I'm pressing forward to try to counter it, but I actually have to jump. So that's a new thing, kind of annoying. One cool thing that needed to be done is they added a 1.5 second delay when resetting traps. So the spin trap, which was very deadly to the player, now you can actually set them and not get cut in the process. So that's pretty cool. So next up, we have some new things they've added, or at least I think these are new things. And first up are these 2 turtles that have been speared by cannibals, I'm assuming. This is on the western side of the island near the rope gun cave, but you got 2 free turtle shells. I think this is new. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just sitting here on the coast, so these 2 shells should come in handy. Next is the low-lying fog, and I've noticed a lot of this across the island. This is just one area on the river, but it's on the beach as well. This big cross here, I think is new. I've never noticed this. This is on the south side, and this is the big island you can see on my GPS, the one with the lake in the middle. I'm not sure about these small graves and this campsite, but I have never noticed that big cross. So let me know if I'm wrong on that as well. And this is the new gore that is hanging from the trees. You got some legs here, I guess, and bodies. So that's all the new stuff I've been able to play around with on patch 15 this first night. There were a few things I didn't get around to. There are graphics improvements that were made. I did not play around with that just because the server that I was in with my big base seemed to be moving really slow, so I didn't want to play with graphics and make it slower. Rope bridges, they made several reference to that in their improvements as far as the user interface, dismantling, placing down planks, the way the bridges themselves take enemy damage. I've used rope bridges in several of my fort big base builds, so I'm interested to see how that comes together. It sounds like maybe they're easier to build, but they seem to be different as far as the way they take damage from enemies, so I need to check that out.
I mentioned the delay on the traps. They did mention they've added tons more ammo at the end of Hell Cave to prepare for the end boss, so that's a good thing. They mentioned they've added basic noodle soup recipe and added buffs to some recipes that were lackluster. And Cave D, they say, added more set dressing to make path out clearer. So I'm assuming that they've made it easier to navigate Cave D. Now, Cave D is a pain in the ass to make your way through, and I actually went through and just lit the whole damn thing up with torches in one of my servers. So that's definitely a good thing if they've made it easier just kind of naturally to make your way through the cave. So I'm assuming maybe they've played around with the lighting or something. Haven't had a chance to check that out. So I guess that's it for this video. Pretty good stopping point. But anyways, hopefully this helps you guys out. This is, again, the last patch. They will be doing hot fixes at night, fixing bugs and stuff like that, but they are preparing for the big rollout of the game. Early access will be over February 22nd of 2024, so mark that in your calendar, folks. Anyways, let me know what I got wrong down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next video.